All right. It's another day.
Another day.
Episode.
Another episode.
I'm Ryan Ripley. That's Todd Miller. We are professional Scrum trainers with Scrum.org, the home of Scrum. We get together each and every day. We talk about Scrum. We answer your questions. We do little mini series that try to help you do your Scrum practices just a little bit better each and every day. Leave us a comment below. Let us know how we're doing. Are we helpful? What topics would you like to see? What questions do you have? Like and subscribe so that when we answer those questions, you know that we dropped the video. Share with your friends, right? Share these videos out. Make sure that people know there's a resource out there that that they can get some help, right? Each and every day we do these videos. Today's video, Todd, who creates a product goal on a Scrum team? Interesting question.
Product goal, commitment in the product backlog. So,
all right. So it's tied to the product backlog.
Mm-hmm.
So that should give us a pathway.
Wink, wink. Hint,
with some
hint.
ideas. So who's accountable for creating a product backlog?
Product owner.
Can the product owner delegate the creation of product backlog items that go on a product backlog?
Yes.
And is the product goal in the product backlog?
Yes.
And so could a product owner delegate the creation of a product goal to others on a Scrum team, but remain accountable for that actual goal?
Yeah, I like how you used, and very specifically, I could see it, the word could.
Yeah.
Because the answer is, could they? Yes.
Should they?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think this issue of anything in the product backlog, the product owner is ultimately accountable for the order of the product backlog, the product goals that are in the product backlog. Product owner is ultimately accountable for, because a product goal is a longer term objective that a Scrum team is trying to meet. I feel pretty strongly that the product owner should be creating it. Now that is not to say that they have to create it all by themselves in a vacuum, right? I think that who is involved with the creation of the product goal in conjunction with the product owner is a really good question, right? Stakeholders, other Scrum team members, right? Collaborating. Ultimately, the product owner decides what active product goal comes next and orders them, and which one that we're working on now. So I think that, yeah, that's where I'll stop, Ryan. See what you have to say about it.
Oh, there's an interesting idea here I want to pull from Scrum Guide 2020. The rest of the product backlog emerges to define what will fulfill the product goal. I think for me, this is like the clenching sentence, right? If we were to have developers defining a product goal that could seriously impact what the product backlog would emerge to and look like, if we had stakeholders trying to force product goals into a product backlog, that could change emergence. We want the product owner to be that fully empowered person who is accountable for the product backlog, which means what emerges from that product goal is the product backlog. I want the product owner at the top of that. I want them looking at value. I want them maximizing the value of the work to be performed by the developers. And in order to do that, I think they have to have a serious say and a ton of ownership over that product goal, Todd. I don't see another way around this.
I don't either. I don't either. You know, I think though they should be information collecting, right?
Yep.
Like if you're working around awesome user experience, folks that are out there understanding, really trying to get in the minds of the customers, you should also be talking to the people that are developing your solution. Now that could be user experience people. I don't mean to say that they wouldn't be developers on the team. I just am kind of talking more about like maybe coders if you're in software. And really any kind of person that's working in that developer area, even testers, right? All the mix. You want to understand that. You want to understand the one stakeholder from this corner, the other stakeholder from that corner, the customers, all this stuff. But it's your call.
Ultimately, on a Scrum team, it's the product owner.
It is
who's going to be accountable for that product goal. Now, can that product goal, can a stakeholder pull the product owner aside and say, this is what's needed, this is what the organization wants? Absolutely. But ultimately, it's the product owner who's going to make the final call, and that decision will be respected by the rest of the organization because they are that person who is accountable for value. They're accountable for that product backlog, and that product goal, like we said, is where the rest of those things emerge from. I got to go product owner here, Todd.
Yeah, with you. I'm with you. And with that,
end screen time.
It's really time for the end screen. Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. Are we right? Maybe we've missed something here. Let us know. We'd love to see your comments on this as well. Check out the socials. Been pretty active on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn lately. Some videos are going to pop up. The algorithm thinks you'll like them. We do too. For Todd Miller, I'm Ryan Ripley. Go forward, do some great Scrum things. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Drop a question in here. You might be surprised how quickly it turns into the next episode.
Yeah, there's been a ton of them. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to organize them, catalog them.
We're working
on our backlog.
It.
We're working as fast as we can on it.
Until
looking for themes.
We'll see what emerges tomorrow. Take care, everybody.